My mom and my uncle grew up in a small town in California. Their dad was a German immigrant who has served in the U.S. Air Force. As long as my mom could remember, her dad and brother loved to make models of fighter planes, and my uncle would play with his toy soldiers in the backyard. He would try to convince my mom to pretend to be the enemy so he could track her down. He eventually had his pilot's license even before he had his driver's license. He applied to the U.S. Air Force Academy but found out that he had a heart defect, so his application was denied. He was very disappointed. He was accepted to UC Berkeley, where he joined the ROTC. He graduated and became a second lieutenant in the U.S. Marine Corps. In 1987, 1 year after my Uncle Hansi graduated from Berkeley, as part of his training, he climbed Mount Whitney, the tallest mountain in the 48 states. On the way home, the brakes on his military bus broke down, and the bus crashed, killing my uncle. There is a memorial set up there at the foot of that mountain to Second Lieutenant Hans Weber. The Park Service Rangers used to call my grandfather and tell him he would have to take down the memorial because it was on public land. But they stopped calling, and people, we are not always sure who, will stop and take care of the memorial. Memorial Day is a day for our family when we remember Uncle Hansi. We usually barbecue with friends and family. When we lived in California, we would go to a ceremony at a war memorial in our town park. We would join the veterans in singing patriotic songs, and my mom would clap enthusiastically to what each soldier had to say. I remember one year I was leading my family eagerly towards the swings when there was a moment of silence. I realized when I got to the swings that my family was still down the hill. I ran back down and saw my dad holding my mom, who was crying. This was a moment when I realized that Memorial Day is more than just a day in the park. I realized how much it means to my mom and other people who have lost relatives in the military. Now in Connecticut, we do not have this tradition, but we still take time to think about and remember Uncle Hansi. We like to make his favorite cake, a chocolate prune cake, and most of all, we just remember. My mom says I remind her of my Uncle Hansi because I am brave, loyal, and kind. I do feel I am kind. I try to be to everyone I meet, but I try not to judge people and assuming the best in people. I am loyal too, but I don't always feel like the bravest kid. I can't even imagine what it would mean to promise your life to defend your country and your beliefs. My Uncle Hansi died in a Marine Corps training accident. He doesn't get a lot of glory or recognition for this, but it really does not matter, because he died doing what he believed in and dedicated to the cause to defend our country. And apparently, there are a lot of people who admire and appreciate him too, because his memorial is still standing after 25 years on Mount Whitney in Kings Canyon National Park. I hope I get to visit someday. Thank you.